Women forgive a lot, but they will never forgive sexual failure. If you are in a process of bedding some girl and you can't get it up, she will never forgive you. She will want nothing to do with you, no matter how great you might be, no matter how rich you might be, no matter how popular. No, if you wind up maneuvering her into having sex with her and you can't get it up for whatever reason, it's over. She will never forgive you. And how do I know this? Well, because I've had a few of these incidents myself, mostly involving alcohol, which is why I don't drink anymore, by the way. That's the reason I don't drink. I mean, I don't really care about drinking one way or the other. But the point, years ago, I must have been like my very late 20s, 30s. I went through a period that I was partying a little hard and drinking a little bit too much. And whenever I would drink too much, I just couldn't get it up. No matter how badly, no matter how horny I was, no matter how badly she wanted it, I just couldn't get it up. And I went it must have been at least 2 times, oh my God, or maybe 3 times that I just couldn't get it up because of the booze. Oh yeah. And yeah, I tried to laugh it off, but they were having none of it. And those girls, they never wanted to have anything to do with me ever again. True story. Yeah, I can afford to laugh about it now because it was funny, okay? I'm with these girls and they're hot, right? One of them was a model. Oh yeah, God, she was a model. She was so fucking hot. And I blew it. I blew it because I've been drinking like a fish the whole night, trying to do the whole social lubrication thing. I get her back to my place. I've got this great loft and I want to bang her silly and whiskey dick. Yeah. And after that, she didn't take my calls. No. Never heard back from her. No. Because women don't forgive that shit. Yeah? They'll forgive it if, like, for instance, you've been dating her for a while, like at least 3 months. And, one night you can't get it up because of too much booze or too much whatever, or maybe you're stressed out from work. I mean, it happens, okay? Not being able to get it up is a perfectly normal thing, and it happens to every guy, no exception. Guy who says that it's never happened to him, he's lying. Because it can happen because of booze. It can happen because of stress at work or your school or whatever. It can happen because you want to be with some girl so badly that it psychs you out, stresses you out, and you can't get it up. Yeah, I mean, you want sex so badly that it's your little guy is like, no, thank you, not tonight. And it happens. And to say that it doesn't, guys who say that it's not happening, they're insecure. They're insecure because they think that it makes them less of a man. It doesn't. It makes you human. All human beings fail. All human beings have moments when they just can't get it up. And to pretend otherwise is foolish. Just accept it and realize it and work with it. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. Manage it. Manage this potential problem. In my own case, like I said, it happened because of booze. Having booze just killed my libido, just killed it dead, right? Now, of course, I don't drink, not for any big moral reason, and not even because of this reason, just because I just feel better and I don't gain as much weight. When I'm drinking, I gain a lot more weight, especially now that I'm older. But because of it, I don't have this problem, but the point. See, I know what can hurt me, what can bring about this sexual failure. What can bring about sexual failure for me is booze. And so I steer clear of it when I know I'm going to bang some girl, right? Know what can bring about your own sexual failure. Learn about yourself, understand yourself. I mean, Socrates said, know thyself. Okay, well, you got to figure out what conditions, what situations, what is it that will bring about your sexual failure. And just because it hasn't happened to you yet, understand that it's not that it will never happen, because it will. Every guy has gone through at least one sexual failure. Every guy, no exception. Yeah, and the loser's saying that I'm saying this in order to cope. No, I'm just being realistic. Because we're human beings, man. We're human beings. Understand that. But by the same token, women are human beings. And women, once they have decided that they want to have sex with a guy, because they do make that decision, once they have decided to have sex with a guy and the guy doesn't deliver, oof. They don't forgive. They do not forgive. They don't forgive, and they want nothing to do with the guy because the fact is that they find the guy pathetic. A guy who can't perform when a woman wants to have sex, for whatever reason, for whatever justifiable reason, if she wants to have sex and he can't get it up, or he can't get enough hard enough to satisfy her, she's just going to, instinctively look down on him. She will want nothing to do with him. Yeah, she will find him pathetic, and there's nothing to be done. That's something that I realize now, retrospectively, with some experience. See, there are attitudes that a woman will carry out that a guy will instinctively reject and want nothing to do with her. For instance, if she's just like really, really slutty. If you realize all of a sudden that some girl that you really liked turns out to be like a real slut who just bangs everybody, you're just like, ew. And all of a sudden, all of your sexual interest in her is gone. The same thing happens with women. But in this situation, when a guy can't get it up, yeah, then she ignores him, wants nothing to do with him, rejects him, finds him disgusting, just like, ew, get away from me, you. Yeah, if you've been dating her for a while and can't get it up one night, that no big deal. I mean, if you fucked her real good, you got some girlfriend that you've been banging for, I don't know, a month, 2 months, 3 months more, and one night you can't get it up because you're tired, you're stressed out, that's totally different, and a girl will forgive you. That, no problem, don't worry about that. That happens because it happens to everybody. It happens every time with a woman who's just like, she likes being with her boyfriend, but she's just not in the mood for sex for whatever reason, right? And so she will empathize with a guy, a boyfriend, some guy, that she's been with for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and the guy, had banged her silly on other opportunities, and now just can't get it up because you're tired, because you're boozed up and whiskey dick and whatnot. They'll forgive that, okay? It's in the early encounters. It's like the first time you go to bed or the second time, okay? I mean, if you go to bed with her like 2, 3, 4 times, right? Say 3 times, and on the 4th time, you sort of like have problems or can't get it up or whatever, or you're stressed out or whatever the fuck, right? She'll forgive you, assuming that in the first 3 times you banged her silly. But if it's like the first time or the second time, the first time, forget it. She'll just ignore you and want nothing to do with you. If it's the second time, and the first time was really good, but the second time, for whatever reason, it'll be dicey. If like the first 2 times you banged her good, and the 3rd time you got whiskey dick or whatever the fuck, or maybe the drugs really, you just smoke too much pot, because pot's another thing that just kills your libido, right? If it's something like that, then no problem, okay? But the first time that you're with her and she wants it and you can't get it up, forget it. It's just not going to happen. So plan. Plan how? Plan easy. What you do is that, see, if you suspect that you're going to be with some girl that night, make sure that you don't do anything that will kill your libido. And don't think because you've done it before and you've had no problem that you'll be able to do it this time. Because what happens too is that, see, if you wind up being with a girl that you actually want to be with, not just some random hookup that happened on the spur of the moment, but rather you're going out with some girl that you really want to bang, you're going to be pressured. And when you're pressured, what happens is that you tend to drink more, which lowers your libido. And also the pressure itself will squash your libido even more, okay? Because, see, your sexual failures will not be with girls that you don't give a shit about. No, you're going to have sexual failures with the girls that you really want. That's the tragedy of it. Yeah, so plan, so strategize. Be sure that when the moment comes, you're going to be ready. Sorry about that pun. What the fuck? But be ready. You see what I'm saying? Be ready. Don't be foolish. Plan this. Think it through. Understand what's going on. And most important of all, don't let any sexual failure make you think less of yourself. Because we all have had sexual failures. Every guy, no exception. I mean, the only guys who have never had a sexual failure are virgins, okay? Any guy who's gone out there and been with women, it's just inevitable. It's like averages. It's like, it's inevitable. So don't worry about it. And when it happens, laugh about it. Laugh about it through your tears, because that girl that you were with, you're never going to see her again. Yeah? And don't try to call her. Or maybe try to call her, but you'll learn your lesson, because she's not going to call you back. hope you enjoyed this video. Do check out my other channel, the Gonzalo Lira channel. Link is in the description below. And also please check out my Patreon channel. On Patreon, I release an extra video every week that's available nowhere else except on Patreon. There are over 90 videos there that have never been seen anywhere except to my Patreon subscribers. And I also have a weekly webinar. Where I take questions and comments and critiques from the listeners. It's a lot of fun. It's a 3-hour show every Sunday. And so do check it out. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, see you there. Take it easy.